Right. Hello, I'm Dr. Jeff Lehmkuhler, University of Kentucky beef cattle specialist, and today I'd like to visit with you a little bit about thinking of early weaning as a strategy to try to reduce the amount of hay needs that we might need going into the winter as hay supplies are a little bit on the short side this year. Early weaning can be done as early as about 8 to 10 weeks of age, but typically most of our animals are going to be a little bit better from a beef perspective if we wean them at 90 to 120 days and up. Again, early weaning is just trying to pull those calves off of the cow a little bit younger than maybe what we would conventionally see in that 180 to 220 days. So when we're down at 90 to 100 days, we need to think about a few things. That calf has a smaller rumen capacity, and so in order for that calf to be able to get all the nutrients it needs to grow and develop like we would like them to do with the genetic potential for growth, they're going to need a more nutrient dense ration. So you've got to try to think about maybe the highest quality hay you have on hand or that you can get your hands on. Probably going to be needing some type of grain supplement to try to get that protein and energy level up. And then trying to think about how am I going to manage these calves from a health perspective. If you're planning on early weaning calves, go ahead and get those pre-weaning vaccines into them just like we would traditionally. So make accommodations to contact your veterinarian to get your vaccinations ahead of time. Think about the other health aspects of deworming if those cattle haven't been dewormed, because our younger calves are more susceptible to internal parasites. And then get your castrations and all that done ideally as well before we would go ahead and add that stress at weaning. We want to get all that stress done before we get ready to wean these younger calves so that they have a greater opportunity to be successful post-weaning. But you can early wean these calves and get the nutrients going into the calves rather than going to the cow. Once you reduce the lactational needs on that cow, her nutritional requirements drop dramatically. And so that's where we're trying to gain some efficiency by shifting those nutrients that would go to the cow directly to the calf and reduce the hay needs. And also try to maintain the body condition scores on those cows as we get ready to come into wintertime. So early weaning is a strategy that can be done. It should be low stress for the calf. Fence line weaning, we're here by a fence here where the calves would essentially go to the other side of the fence, or better yet, leave the calves in their home pasture and move the cows to the other side, because if the calves are in the pasture that's their home pasture, they know where the water is and they're accustomed to the forages that are there, and so it's less stress on them again. But we can use this strategy as a way to conserve hay needs moving into the fall and winter, but also to keep that condition on those cows. Again, keep the nutritional plane up, manage your health and prepare for your herd health vaccinations and protocols, and then get ready to see those calves bloom as you start providing that supplemental nutrition to them. And then think about your market, because you have the opportunity now to maybe think about a preconditioned calf where you manage those calves for 30 to 60 days post-weaning. They've gone through all the stress and they'll be worth more when you get ready to sell those. But early weaning is an option for us, and hopefully that will help you think about some strategies to try to minimize your hay needs on the cows and put that nutrition directly into the calf. For more information, contact Dr. Colt Knight or your local county extension office.
This presentation was brought to you by the University of Maine Cooperative Extension Grazing Behavior Lab, the Maine Beef Producers Association, and the Maine New Farmers Project. And we'd like to extend a special thank you to Dr. Jeff Lehmkuhler of the University of Kentucky.